from right there.
Oh. All right. Going on a little later than I thought, thanks to Mother Nature. But yeah, we're ready. What's going on, everybody? Crazy Dog back with a little late night Guardians baseball for you guys. As the Guardians face off against the Colorado Rockies, who right now boast the worst record in the major leagues at 27-78. The Guardians just sit one game under 500. Okay, so my dogs decided to start acting stupid for some whatever reason. But yeah, this game was supposed to start at 6:40, but instead it's 9 o'clock. First pitch at 9:10, like it says in the comments section or in the chat. So, anyways, let's get into the starting lineups first for the visiting Colorado Rockies. And leading off, designated hitter Tyler Freeman. Batting second, right fielder Mickey Moniak. Batting third in the squat, you have Hunter Goodman. I think he was their only all-star. Batting cleanup, you have in left field, I believe this is Jordan Beck. Batting fifth, you have second baseman Thairo Estrada. Batting seventh, first baseman Burner Bell. No, I'm sorry. Yeah, Warming. That's actually his name. Warming Bernabel at first base. Batting seventh in center field, Brenton Doyle. Batting eighth at third base is Cal Farmer. And batting ninth at shortstop, Orlando Arcia. On the mound for the Rockies, of course, is this Bradley Blaylock, I want to say? Hank Blaylock, I'm pretty sure. He played years ago for Texas. This is Bradley Blaylock. With an 8.67 ERA. Ooh. For the Guardians, their lineup is as follows as well. Starting off, or leading off, in left field, Stephen Kwan. Batting second, center fielder, Angel Martinez. Batting third baseman, Jose Ramirez. Batting cleanup, designated hitter, Kyle Manzardo. Batting fifth, first baseman, Carlos Santana. Batting sixth, second baseman, Daniel Schneemann. Batting seventh, right fielder, Nolan Jones. Batting eighth, at shortstop, Brian Rocchio. And batting ninth, in the squat, you have Austin Hedges. On the mound for the Guardians is Slade Ciccone. Of course, if you remember, we traded Nolan Jones to the Rockies a few years ago for Juan Brito. This past offseason, in fact, right before the regular season began, we traded Tyler Freeman to the Rockies for Nolan Jones. So, and Jones, well, he actually was looking good for a while there, and now he's back to sucking. Like I said in my previous videos and such, I'm referring to Santana as not Santana, but Sorlac Carlos. No, Solrak Anatnas. Until he gets it together, because he's playing backwards pretty much. Yeah. Of course, like I've said before, it is deadline week. In fact, earlier today, we saw a couple trades go down, not big ones at all. Chris Paddock traded to the Tigers. Okay, I don't know why they're not showing the game on Bally's right now, or on the Guardians app thing. They got big inning going on right now. Oh, there we go. There we are. Okay. All right. But yeah, Danny Jensen. Oh, that's cool. The flickering of the lights, that's pretty dope. But yeah, I like how they added the LEDs this year. Oh, there you go. Slate Saccone? Oh, they do it for every player. That's dope. Okay. Um, this is deadline week. The Tigers traded for Chris Paddock and Randy Dobnak from the Twins for a rookie ball catcher first baseman. And then the Rays acquired the Rays traded Denny Jansen to the Brewers and then got a catcher from the Marlins. I know it's kind of kooky like that, but meanwhile, Mother Nature's doing a nice little light show outside my house right now. Of course, it's funny because during this entire rain delay, it wasn't raining at all outside. It was nice weather. It was kind of, muggy. You knew something was coming, but like it just, icky. But there was nothing going on. This game's about to start, and it's storming here now. So there's a look at the Rockies dugout. Let me take away this. There we go. Of course, they fired Bud Black really early into the season, as the Guardians are ready to come out for a rare late night game in Cleveland. Like it's 9 o'clock and the game hasn't even started yet. On normal occasions, this game would be about over, or if not over already. Especially for an early start, right? 6:40. Usually the game would be about over. I guess they didn't get the game going and then go into a delay. So Slade Saccone will prance out to the mound, and oddly enough, there's actually a really good crowd on hand tonight. Usually for these late games, nobody's really around because they all left. And I bet you because they warned everybody, they're like, you know what? We're not even going to show up right now. We're going to wait. Everybody knew there were storms coming. So like, you know what? You can wait. We're not going to just show up and, mosey around the stadium. All right, so here we go. As Slade Saccone on the mound, 12 starts, 5-4 record, 3.76 ERA, 69 in the third innings, 20 walks, 60 Ks, and a 247 opponent average. Indians, of course, coming off a series in Kansas City where they lost 2 of 3 after having such a great run going post All-Star break, where they took 2 out of 3 from the A's and then 3 out of 4 from the O's, all at home. Final series before the trade deadline. Deadline is on Thursday. Final game in this series is Wednesday. My theory is Antonetti's like, okay, show me what you got here, and then I'll make moves based off what happens. Again, it's Freeman, Moniak, Goodman, Beck, Estrada, Bernabell, Doyle, Farmer, and Arcia. Right. Rockies rocking the purple unis as my Fubo continues to keep buffering. A 2-hour, 30-minute rain delay. At least we don't have to play the rock. Huh? What's up, Virids? Yeah, my internet is so ass right now because it's freaking storming outside again. I swear, it storms almost every day or so here. God. To summer in Appalachia. This is what summer is like in Appalachia. Storms. This pitch is a strike, and we're finally underway after a 2.5-hour rain delay. Reds are down 5-1. That's tough. 0-1. Grounder to short. Rocchio fields and fires, and there's the first out. I miss Tyler Freeman. Oh yeah. At least we don't have to play the Rockies. Jacob, that's who we're playing. you talking about, dude? What you talking about, Willis? Here's Mickey Moniak. Mitch. Outside. Yeah, my quality might be a little off, but at least you can hear me. Here's the 1-0 to Moniak. Fly ball, left field, and foul. Yeah, there's actually a really good crowd on hand for this game. Average by month, he's batting damn near 400 in July, 300 in June. So he's had a fantastic 2 months. Grounder right at second base. Schneemann will get over to Santana, and there's 2 down. Dude, it's a freaking light show outside right now, man. I'm not even kidding. The hand finger was tender to the touch. Just don't even play him the rest of the freaking week. You don't want him getting hurt even more. Because if you want it, I mean, he's like the #1 trade target right now. So, of course, he'd get hurt. 2 down, here's Hunter Goodman. I believe the lone all-star for the Rockies. First pitch, strike. Colorado's been off to a historically bad pace. 281 average, 18 homers, 57 RBIs for Goodman. Pitch. Did he offer? They say no. Nope, did not. Of course, they just traded Ryan McMahon a few days ago to the Yankees. Nature's really trying to get rid of that horrible ass humidity out there, and it ain't working. Here's the 1-1. Swing and a foul off. 1-2. If the Guardians want to be buyers, they pretty much have to, like, sweep these guys. 12 home runs versus righties, 41 RBIs, 294 average, 241, 6 and 16 against lefties for Hunter. The the Rockies are coming off a series against the O's where they got shellacked in most of those games, including an 18-0 win by the O's. First pitch, or so 2-2 count. There was a game where it was like 18-0. Ugh. Talk about ugly. I don't think the Guardians have scored that many runs in like a decade. Plus. All right, 2-2 to Goodman. Pitch. Copper to Rocchio, stop and fire, and that's a 1-2-3 inning. And the Guardians are coming up to the plate. What kind of offense do we see here? Do we see the offense that beat up on the A's and the O's? Or do we see the offense that couldn't do anything against Noah Cameron yesterday? Like I've said in previous, I think I told people on Twitter and stuff. I'm going to say this on camera as well. These guys in the Rockies are pretty much the NL version of the White Sox. They're practically a AAA team with a few good players. I mean, they don't have a Luis Robert on their team. That's for damn sure. But don't sleep on a Brenton Doyle. Because I have a theory now. During this time of year, these bad teams, they play really well because these players, these good players on bad teams, they start showing out because they're like, I want to get traded. I want out of this hellhole. So they'll start playing better, and then, what do you know, they get traded. And then who knows what happens after that. The Twins acquired Enrique Jimenez, a rookie ball pitcher, first baseman. That was, I think, the first trade of the day today. And then a little while before these other games started, the Brewers acquired Danny Jansen from the Rays. And then the Marlins traded Fontes to the Rays to replace Jansen. So again, here's the starting lineup for the Guardians. It's Kwan, Martinez, Ramirez, Manzardo, Santana, Schneemann, Jones, Rocchio, and Hedges. I would love to see a Nolan Jones revenge game against this old team. But no, Without like he'll get like zero hits the entire series. Here's Bradley Blaylock, 7 starts, 1-2 record, 8.67 ERA, 27 innings, 7 walks, 9 Ks, and a 3.66 opponent average. Last 2 starts, he's 1-0 with a 2.45 ERA, 11 innings, only 1 walk and 1 strikeout in his last 2 starts. All right, here's the pitch to Kwan. Inside. Had to maneuver out of the way of that one. 1-0 count for Stephen Kwan. Stephen Kwan. Yeah. All right, here's the pitch. Fly ball. And this might... Yep, it stays in play, and there's 1 down. Ah, yes, Stephen Kwan continuing to fly out opposite field. He's been doing that at an alarming rate because he thinks he's Barry Bonds. Defensive alignment, Beck, Doyle, and Moniak in the outfield. Farmer, Arcia, Estrada, Bernabell, and Goodman around the horn, of course, with Goodman in the squat at home plate. Here's Angel Martinez, 247 average. Nine homers, 38 RBIs on the year, 89 games. 819. What? Pitch. Liner right to short. Out number 2. What are you talking about, Karam? The Asian guy, Stephen Kwan, right? What are you trying to say, dude? Don't be out here bringing racism into it. Don't know what Asian... What are you talking about, Asian guy? It's Jose Ramirez. First pitch is a strike. 7-game hitting streak for Jose. 333 average, 2 homers, 4 RBIs. 1. Outside. My dog is being a little piece of garbage right now outside. I can hear him trying to get attention. 1-1. Ooh, spiked it in the dirt almost. 2-1. By the way, in case you haven't heard, Emmanuel Clase will not be available for about a month after he was essentially put on the same list that Luis Ortiz is on. Pitch. 3-1. So yeah, he joins Luis Ortiz on the non-disciplinary list, or paid leave, I guess. Yeah, as they investigate, I guess, betting possibly going on. 3-1. Fouls it off. These losers really cannot turn on 93, almost middle. Weak-ass team, dude. Our luck, we're going to lose like 2 out of 3 to these bums, too. Because that's exactly what we would do. Payoff pitch. Swing at ball 4. Just keep swinging at ball 4, you bum. Okay. Yep. Keep swinging at ball 4. Keep swinging at ball 4. Feeble-ass losers. San Juan is getting traded. We isn't getting traded. I know we're not getting traded. He's probably not getting traded. Yes, I am pretty sure Stephen Kwan is Asian. Like that has anything to do with anything. I don't know why you're even asking about that. Okay. This team is low-key dumb. Swinging that ball 4. You can tell these guys are pressing again. They weren't pressing when they were dominating those teams before. I think that's usually what happens when you've never seen a pitcher before. So they're essentially guessing. 5-1 Dodgers lead at top of the 8th. Wow. All right, so we're up to the top of the 2nd. There we are. Just weird to be streaming a game at home this late, but. And first pitch is outside for Saccone. Uh-oh. Springer? Ouch. Yeah, Springer got hurt, I guess. Ooh. 1-0 to Saccone. This is Beck at the plate. Pitch. Ball 2. $11 home runs, 35 RBIs, 326 on base, 272 average on 93 games for Jordan Beck. The 2-0 from Saccone. 3-0. Nah, just walk him. Okay, Slade. Nah, just walk him. Yeah, no, don't even compete with this. Just walk him. Freaking loser. Just walk him. 3-0. Hey, you found the strike zone. Whoop-de-doo. Oh, my goodness. 4 O's? My God. Here's the 3-1 to Beck. Right up the middle, base hit. In the no man's land. First hit of the game for Jordan Beck. I swear, this team is so feeble and just dog crap. They would lose the series to the Rockies. If they do that, they just need to sell everybody. Anybody with value, just sell them off. Because clearly these losers don't care. All right? Juan, honestly. But yeah. I'm not going to trade everybody. If they trade anybody, it'd be their rental players. Like old man Sorlak. Carlos. Solak. I say Sorlak, like Sarlak. No. Here's the 0-1 Estrada. Chopper, double play. There's 1, and there's 2. Okay. Well, that'll work. That'll do. Feeble. So very feeble. Ryan Sandberg passed away. Really? Wow. I think he's another one of the baseball legends. Ryan Sandberg. Dylan Cease with the freaking stash. First pitch up high to Burner Bell. Recently got called up, I think, during the O's series. Oh, that was a trash ball. Yeah, need a new ball. 2 for 6, 333 average, 1 homer, 1 RBI in 2 games. Here's the 1-0. And he hits this to center, but right at Martinez, and that's the end of the inning. I said 1, 2, 3. No, it's not a 1, 2, 3 inning, you dingbat. I wish it was. It might as well have been. Bottom 2 coming up. Oh, joy. Oh, man. But of course, with it being deadline week, literally trades could go down at any moment. You never know. I could even talk about a trade in this stream. I do not know. I haven't heard anything. And I'm sure as we get closer, I bet you nothing is going to come out about the Guardians until Wednesday. Probably Wednesday night after our series is over. Wow. Now, what do I think the Guardians do? That depends on what we do here. Like, if we go out and beat the Rockies, take all 3 or whatever, I think we could definitely buy a little. But if we lose this series, because how the heck do you start off the second half of the season? You know, the 13 games into the deadline, before the deadline, you start off so red hot, facing, beating up on the A's and the O's. And then you look like that against the Royals. And then you come out and lose to the damn Rockies. Victor Gomez actually tweeted, other Guardians pitchers are being investigated for MLB sports betting. Even though the MLB, I think, said that nobody else was being investigated. I wouldn't be surprised if it was like Festa, like a lot of those other dudes that doesn't really play much. You know what I'm saying? All right. Yeah, I don't know why my screen froze. My feed froze, so now we got to adjust that. Hang on, guys. Hell yeah. I love when, Fubo acts up like this, and then it takes like an hour for it to come back on. Gotta love it. Oh, I love it. All right, let's look up the MLB app here. Boston winning 3-2. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what is up with Fubo lately. Fubo has been acting so dumb. Okay, I think we're back. All right. Come on, Fubo. Oh, we already got a leadoff single from Kyle. Oh, that's lit. Come on. There you go. And there's a single. Slowest single. And then what the heck was that flip by a second baseman? 2 on, nobody out. And here's Daniel Schneemann. That was the slowest roll. That would be a double play for most teams. Just a weird flip from the second baseman, Estrada. That thing was like just straight. Oh. So now 2 on, nobody out. Let's see how they squander this chance. Daniel Schneemann up. Pitch from Blaylock. Outside, ball 1. The 6, 7, 8 hitters are coming up now. I got Padres and Mets about to start up on my TV. That'll be fun. 9 homers, 27 RBIs for Mr. Schneemann. 217 average. He's kind of, sputtered out a little. Kind of sucks because he was off to such a great start. 1-2 count for Schneemann. Again, Fubo is all over the place. I wish Fubo had like a TV channel. That'd be cool. Or like a TV app. Yeah. That'd be cool. Here's the 1-2 to Schneemann. Swing and a miss. Oh, they are going to squander this chance. They are going to squander the hell out of it. Oh, you know they are. That's what they do. I'm not even being negative. It's what they do. It's just being real. They're going to squander this. Run into one every once in a while. But 2 on, nobody out. They're not going to score. Here's Nolan Jones, who would love nothing more than to beat his old team. Stares at 78 right down the damn middle. Oh, this guy's going to embarrass himself. He's going to strike out like a loser. 3 home runs, 26 RBIs, 308 on base, 217 average in 95 games. Here's the 0-1 to Jones. Chopper. Well, if anything, this will move the runners. So there's that at least. 2 down. Runners at second and third. I guess there's that. At least he moved the runners. Feeble ass. This is why I kind of want to see us make a trade. Because if we're trying to make a push for the wild card, you can't seriously convince me, oh yeah, we're trying to make a push. And yet in the same breath, say, oh, we're going to go with Nolan Jones and Jonathan Rodriguez field. Here's Brian Rocchio. 206 average. Pitch from Blaylock. That's Strike. I was about to say it was a ball, but ump took forever to make the call. 1 home run, 19 RBIs on the year for Brian. 58 games, 206 average, 266 on base percentage. Here's the 0-1. Ball. 1-1-1 count. Rocchio has been admittedly a little better as of late. Is he the shortstop of the future? Hell no. Hell no. 1-1. Pitch. Ball 2. How funny is it though? Kyle and Los, or Soul, both got hits. Nobody can bring them in though. Classic. 2-1. Pitch. Ball 3. Swear to God. I know what they're going to do here. And it's not funny. If this dude walks, I'm like, it's not funny. It's not funny, guys. It's not funny. 3-1, the Rocchio. Great. God, this umpire takes 2 business days to make a call. Gee whiz. Legit, he takes 2 business days to make a call. All right, full count. 2 on, 2 out. Pitch to Rocchio. Fly ball, and he fouls it off. Stays alive. Okay. Okay, so X-rays were negative on Suarez. If he gets hurt for any long period of time, that's tough. That's tough. Here's the payoff pitch to Rocchio. Minor foul again. If he gets hurt, like seriously, you're going to start seeing teams sitting out, holding out dudes who have, who are in trade talks like that, like they do in hockey. Here's the payoff again, the Rocchio. Falls it off again. Okay, so a good fight. See if he comes up with something here. We need a home run here, Brian. All we need is a base hit. No need to try to hit a homer when you can just get 2 RBIs here with a base hit. Unless he throws you an absolute meatball that you can crush. Here's the payoff again, the Rocchio. Pitch. Swings up ball 4 again. Stop swinging. Oh, 4. My God. What is these guys' love affair with swinging at a ball like up here? It was like literally right here. Why are you swinging at ball 4? That's twice now. He stares at that. That's ball 4, and he's walking the first base. But no. They're pressing. They are 100% pressing. They're trying too hard. Yeah. Swinging out ball 4 again. Ball 4. Honestly, I'd smack you in the freaking head if I was doing that. If I had a player doing that. I'd be like, Brian, the ball was up here. Use the brain. That's what it's there for. You use your mind, use your thoughts and brain. Just don't be a dumbass. Oh, wait. Top of the 3rd coming up. Still scoreless. Hmm. feeble, man. Right back to being feeble. Oh, man. Oh, let's swing a ball four. Yeah, you can tell they've never seen this dude before. They're guessing. They're guessing and pressing. They're trying too much. They're trying too hard, and they're also guessing. All right, here's Slade back out for the third. Okay, my screen froze. That's lovely. Tries a bunt, and he's not going to get him. Jose did give a good effort, though, trying to get him. Yeah, I don't know what Slade was trying to do there. His teammate, Byers. No, they're not Byers. Nope. They're not acting like it. For first, all right, well, pitch to Farmer. Fly ball to right field. Foul out of play 0-2. Or is it an 0-1? Team sucks. Might be going to Sunday game against the Twins. So it's a 1 count for Kyle Farmer. 4 homers, 21 RBIs in 71 games. 218 average, 261 on base. Will on first. Pitch. Inside, it's a ball. Fly ball, right field foul. Oh, man. Oh, God, this team just kills me, man. Damn. 1-2 to Farmer. Pitch. Fouls it back. Two. Chopper, double play. There's 1, and there's 2. Oh, I was waiting for that other one. It's almost like he didn't know if he should call it or not. With how slow Rocchio threw it, I was like, oh no, they're probably only going to get 1, but they got 2 of it. And Schneemann took another business day to throw to first. Like, damn, bro. Like, oh, let me just gather and then throw. If anything, they definitely got 1. Not sure if they're challenging this or not. Yeah, they're challenging. They're probably going to say, oh, both are safe. Because, Brian Rocchio took 2 business days to throw. Okay, so the runner at first is safe. All right. Runner at first is safe. Okay. Yeah. Runner at first is safe. So, fielder's choice. Here's a pitch. Guess he was throwing a warm-up pitch. Okay. He's good. So, all right. Here's Orlando Arcia. 2 homers, 6 RBIs, 206 on base, 170 average with the Braves and the Rockies. Acquired earlier this year. I guess other Hall of Famers were bracing for the news about Sandberg. That's sad. 65. Grounder, base hit. And there's Nolan Jones out for a Sunday stroll. And he's gonna possibly throw home. No? They're gonna stay at second and third. Yep, saw this coming. We're really gonna lose this series, I swear to God, dude. This team, honestly, they should just disband this team. Except Jose. Just sell everybody off. Besides Jose and Quan, I think. And Manzardo. Like core. Just sell everybody. Sell every single soul on this damn team. These losers ain't buyers. They're feeble. To the top of the order, Tyler Freeman fouls off the first pitch he sees. Freeman 0 for 1. This team is just so feeble and just at the bottom. All the way up from ownership down to the janitors. Although the janitors seem like pretty cool people. Pitch. Ball. Janitors seem like pretty cool people. Concession workers as well. All right, here's the 1-1. Pitch from Slade. Fly ball to right field. This will be deep enough. Jones tracks it down. That'll get the Rockies on the board first. 1-0 Colorado. So as always, we fail to score. They respond by scoring right after. Feeble ass loser team. Everybody on this team is a bunch of losers. I swear the only serious team we have in Cleveland is the Cavs. Ship is extremely serious. And there's a liner foul by Moniak. Ownership is serious. Yes, the front office, when they want to be serious, they can be very serious. The team is really serious. I mean, yeah, we love the Cavs. The Browns, they want to be serious, but they just can't be serious. They really want to. They try to be serious. They just keep getting in their own way. And then you have the Guardians, just overall an unserious ass team. All right, there's a swing and a check swing, strike 2. They want to be serious. Like the Guardians want to be. They're not even trying to be serious. They can be if they wanted to, but they're not. Nope. The Dolans have to be the worst owners by far in the city. Here's the 1-2 from Slade. Fly ball, right field at Nolan Jones, and there's out number 3. So, no more further damage, but they do score on an RBI sac fly. Bottom third coming up. Watch us lose to this bum-ass team. Yeah, watch us lose to a team with 27 wins. Like, I was having so much fun during that stretch where we were dominating teams. Right? Sweep the Astros. Go to Chicago. Take 3 out of 4. And even then, we honestly could have won that series. We could have won all 4. But again, we took 3 out of 4 there. Take 3 out of 4, or 2 out of 3 from the A's again. And then we take 3 out of 4 from the O's. Dominating fashion. And then we poop ourselves against the Royals and then this garbage. Jones needs to go. Like I said before, we cannot view ourselves as legit contenders and then in the same breath trot out Nolan Jones and J-Rod in right field. Like, I'm telling you right now, if they're not going to buy, sell. Sell, sell, sell. Get rid of the bums on this garbage ass team. Trade Solrock. Trade the old man. Trade Lane. Trade Paul for anything. Trade Junis. Just trade all the veterans who are on expiring deals and call up the youngsters. See what they got. Get at least worth it. You never know. He might catch lightning in a bottle like the Tigers did. So here's Austin Hedges leading off. Yippee. 124 average. Half a home run for Hedges over. Plus 1,200. Under. Minus 24. High ball 2. Top of the order coming up. Give them a break because this is the first time they've ever seen Blaylock. See if they make any adjustments. Here's the 2-0. He actually squared around trying to bunt, but we already know if he bunted, it would take him half a planet rotation to get to first. Because he might be the slowest player, really. Next to Rocchio. 1. Copper, that's a slow dribbler. Throws it. He almost beat it, but he got him. Ah, man. This team is so ass. They are so bad. Want to be taken serious, but nobody takes these losers serious. You want to be a good team, and then you trot out this garbage-ass lineup. Make no effort to fix it either. They played games with us about Chase DeLauder for like 2 months. Oh, he's going to be called up soon. Well, now he's got a busted wrist. So, yeah, he's not coming back probably the rest of the year. He'll be back probably by like early September, mid-September. They ain't calling him up after that. 1-0. And here's Juan with a base hit. Lines it in the right field, and the Guardians are on the board when it comes to base runners. That's their 3rd hit of the game. Now here comes Ana Martinez, and then you have J-Ram. Okay. All right, here's Ana Martinez. Pitch. It's down a bunt. We're really out here bunting. Are we serious right now? Oh my God. Ground out first time up for Martinez. I want to see him line one down the right field side there. Into the corner. Here's the 0-1. Throw to first. Juan gets back in time. Really no problem there. No trouble at all there. Okay. 1 on, 1 out. Martinez. Here's the 0-1. Fly ball, left field, playable. The center fielder will come down and make the catch. 2 down. In the driver's seat, most seasons, 20-plus homers, doubles, and stolen bases. J-Ram with 7. Behind Abreu, Barry Bonds, and Bobby Bonds with 9 apiece. So he's 2 seasons away from tying up those 3 players. Hall of Fame level players. Here's J-Ram 0 for 1. Throw to first again. Quan gets back. This would be a great time for a J-Ram dinger. Just saying. I'm just saying. Here's the 0-1. Throw it first again. Did not get him. Now, if they're going to do it again, they must get him. Otherwise, he could take second. If you throw it first again, you got to get him. Otherwise, that's a violation, and he can go to second. Here's the pitch. And he jammed him. Oh, my God. This team. All that, and he jams him. Yeah, we're going to lose this game, bro. Feeble-ass team. Just get rid of everybody at this point. They don't want to win. No, they don't want to win. They're feeble. Oh, they had us fooled. They did one big-ass tease during that nice little stretch. Get us thinking, oh, my God, this team's actually good. They lose this series to a 27-win team. Everybody just needs to be traded. Traded. Investigate the entire team. Trade them all. Trade everybody but J-Ram, Quan, and like your core players. They don't deserve to be in the majors. This team is pretty much J-Ram, Quan, I guess, Angel Martinez, and Manzardo, and the rest are bona fide AAA players. Like, what are we doing? You swear you want to be taken seriously, and then you do that garbage. Can't even freaking get a big hit off of freaking Blaylock. Another created player with an 8 ERA. I don't understand why we can't simply just mash off a dude with an over 8 ERA. Yet, if we faced a pitcher with like a 3 or 4, we'd be crushing him. Like, where's the logic in that? So top of the 4th, down 1-0. Pitch. Lines it foul. I mean, he crushed it. That's Goodman. Moving it out his first time up, 280 average, 18 homers, 57 RBIs for the catcher. Pitch. Liner right at Ramirez. Nice sliding snag. Gets him. Nice dig by Santana. Nice scoop. Scoop, there it is. Scoop, there it is. This thing a bona fide AAA team. That might honestly be worse than the White Sox. But yeah, we smoked the White Sox. Again, I think it's because we haven't faced Blaylock yet, ever. Here's Jordan Beck, had a single. First time up. Pitch. Ball 2. It's so funny, though. The run scored because Schneemann took 3 business days to throw to first on the double play attempt. There's a strike, 2-1. He took 3 business days to throw to first. That's funny. Oh, that's so funny. Funny indeed. Pitch. Fouls it off. Okay, I'm going to put the aux camera back, I think. Yeah. All right, I'm going to put the aux camera back. I brought it up because I didn't know if my camera was going to freeze up, but I think we're good. Okay. My full swatter. Put this back over here. Nope. 3-2. Full count. If you're just tuning in and you're wondering how the heck did the Rockies score, sac fly. Blooper and a base hit. Again. Slade's not really making it hard for these guys. I'll tell you that much. So runner on first, one down. Pitch. Estrada outside, ball one. Wow, Reds got bases loaded. Two down. Woo-wee. 1-0 count for Estrada, grounded into a double play his first time up. Would love to see him do it again here. Fly ball, right field foul. White Sox up 6-2 over Philly. Damn. Again, these bum teams are going to start having their players go crazy because trade deadline. They want to get traded. Pitch. Hopped it up. They'll give it a look, but it goes foul behind the dugout. Behind the Rocky dugout. Just throwing a meatball 92 right down the middle. Again, same thing from before. Just throws a meatball that comes back over the plate. Hey, Slade, you're not supposed to have a pitch come back over the plate, bro. Weak ass team. Here's the 1-2 throw to first. Got back in time. You throw a meatball to our guys, they just pop it up. Well, they'll stare at it and admire it. Oh, 1-2 to Estrada. Pitch. Low outside. Ball two. I would laugh so damn hard if this entire pitching staff was involved in some sort of betting ring. 2-2. Ball three. Like they all bet on each other. Such losers. Ban them all from the league if that's the case. Like, of course, Tanner Bibee gets extended, and then he decides to suck butt cheeks. Payoff pitch to Estrada. We're going to have to ball four, and Kwan will come in and make the catch. Pull the Guardians move there. Swinging at ball four. That's tough. That's tough. So again, here's Warming Bernabel. That is actually his name, Warming. Yep. Pitch. Strike. All right, here's the 0-1 from Ciccone. Ball. Like nobody chases those pitches except for like some players that just can't help themselves. So our record against the AL West or NL West this year isn't really the greatest. 2 out of 3 against the Giants. Got our ass beat by the Padres and the Dodgers. Pitch. Fouls it off. We haven't faced the Diamondbacks yet. And I think Dodgers, Padres, Giants, Rockies. Yeah, we haven't faced the Diamondbacks yet. And so far, to this point, we haven't done really that well besides against the Giants, ironically enough. 1-2 to Bernabel. Pitch. Dude, Slade, make it somewhat enticing. These pitches are like, bro, why? You're wasting pitches. Damn. I'm just going to yeet this freaking ball nowhere near the zone. Dude, you think this dude's Javi Baez or something? 2-2 pitch. Throw to first. We almost got him. Nope. Nope. I thought he did. I thought, because I saw Santana walking off, I thought he got him. They might look at this one, though. Oh, it's close. I don't think he got him, but it's close. I would need to see the other side. Okay, they're not challenging. Okay. That's close, though. Definitely gave him a scare. All right, so here's Burner Bell, 2-2 count. For one already. Here's the 2-2 from Ciccone. Pitch. Liner right at Rocchio for the out. And that'll retire the side. So again, the single does nothing, and we go to the bottom of the fourth. 1-0 Rockies. Dodgers defeated the Reds 5-2. Of course, the Reds had to do a little Guardians-esque teasing, getting bases loaded, and then do nothing with it. Boston and Minnesota tied at 3, going into the eighth. And that's really it from the major games. Oh yeah, Carlos Carrasco traded to the Braves. We face the Braves, I think, in a few weeks. Yeah. The pitching staff has been ravaged by injuries. They are down so bad, they traded for Eric Fedde, who was FDA'd. He was DFA'd, and then they traded for Carlos Carrasco. They have Spencer Strider, and they have someone else too, but they just put another pitcher on the IL. So they're just not having fun over there in Atlanta this year. They've been having so much fun over there these last couple of years. This is a rare blip in the radar. They're having kind of like this. They're having the season that the Guardians had a few years ago. I believe it was 2023, 2021, where our pitching staff, it was 2021, I believe, where our pitching staff literally fell apart at the seams. We had guys like JC freaking Mejia starting games. Our pitching staff was like, ugh. Yeah, it fell apart at the seams. So here we go to the bottom of the fourth. Manzardo Santana will be due up here to start. They had back-to-back hits last time they were up, and then we proceeded to do diddly squat with it. 30 average, 16 homers, 43 RBIs for Kyle. The DH tonight. Pitch from Blaylock. Liner foul. Like I said, I'll be live for all 3 games. See what happens. All right, here's the 1-1. Pitch. 8-4 Milwaukee. Wow. A lot of high-scoring games tonight. That's for sure. Pitch. Swing and a miss. Wow. Ryan Sandberg. That's sad. All right, 1-2 count. Pitch. Did he go? Yes, he did. This team doesn't want to be there tonight. They want to be home in their beds. Imagine they lose 1-0. Ryan Sandberg, 1982 to 1997. Wow. 10-time All-Star, 9-time Gold Glover, 1984 NL MVP. Pitch. Santana bloops it into right, and there's a diving catch by the center fielder Doyle. 2 down. Man, this team sucks. Lazy fly balls, as always. Lazy fly balls from a lazy team. And Tornetti's just itching to sell. Yeah. Boland's probably going to love it too because doesn't have to worry about spending money on legit players. Just sell for like a bunch of high A prospects. And then don't even call up your kids. Pitch. Ball one to Schneemann. Weak ass, feeble team. 1-0 to Schneemann. Pitch. Strike. It's funny they call this a freaking major league lineup. Nah. Pitch. Side. Ball two. Like, we're talking about a dude with an over 8 ERA, but yet we make him look elite. Pitch. Fly ball to left field. Foul. Wow. Ryan Sandberg. Huh. So 2-2 count for Schneemann. Pitch is high. Ball three. All right, here we go. Payoff pitch coming from Blaylock. Pitch. And again, swinging up mostly a ball four. These guys just love swinging at ball fours today. My God. They have no idea what they're swinging at. Did they like take any batting practice, like in the cages or something? Or what they did was they were on their phones. Parlay, 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 bet, 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 parlay, 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 bet, bet, parlay, parlay. I could see Jose walk in the clubhouse like, should we, get ready? Batting practice time. Bro. Batting cages. Nope. Nope. It's funny, ever since they changed up their clubhouse and everything and made it more lavish, and this is what we get. This is what we get. Losing to the 27-win Rockies. Danny Jansen is still in the Rays dugout? That's weird. That was 2 hours ago. I mean, we still got a lot of game left. But the fact is, we can't do a thing against Blaylock with an 8 ERA down here. Oh, there's a look at Wrigley Field. Wow. They're probably going to have some sort of memorial for Ryan Sandberg. Losing Class A to that betting thing and then losing to the Rockies. This would 100% be the darkest day in Guardians in recent memory. You lose Class A for about a month due to betting, and then you go out and then you lose to the freaking Rockies. Pitch. Liner snagged by Ramirez at third. Not this time, Doyle. Right at him. He didn't even really have to move. Wow. That's what you call a heat seeker. Thing went right at J-Ram. Pitch is a ball. Kyle Farmer, safe on the fielder's choice, and then he came around and scored on the homer. On the sac fly. Pitch. Strike. Yeah. Originally they called him out, but, Schneemann took 2 business days to throw to first, so, yeah. Did it in slow-mo. Here's the 1-1. Outside, 2-1. Slade, these pitches aren't even competitive. Make it enticing. Here's the 2-1. 3-1. Honestly, with ABS, that's probably a strike. Here's the 3-1, the Farmer. Ball 4. Slade, you're back to being ass, bro. You were good for like 2 straight starts, and now you're back to being trash. Shane Bieber, 60-day IL with the right elbow, of course, Tommy John. Yesterday's scheduled rehab game in Columbus rained out. He'll be back in action tomorrow against Akron. What? In Akron? Yeah. Against, I believe, Erie. The Tigers AA affiliate. Yeah, this dude's Saccone, dude. He's back to being ass now. Dude can't throw strikes. Here's the 1-0 to Arcia, the 9-hitter. Pitch. Ball 2. Hey, Slade, the objective is to throw strikes, buddy. You throw strikes, you might strike somebody out. And you might be able to stay in the game longer. Unless you want us to see more Matt Festa. Ugh. Pitch. This loser cannot locate, dude. He's going to walk him now. He's having a walk-a-thon. He's going to start walking everybody now. Mm-hmm. He can't throw strikes. He can't throw strikes. 3-1 or 3-0. Oh, ball 4. Hey, Slade. Buddy. Slade. The ball goes in the strike zone. Do you know what that is? Well, you're not anywhere near the strike zone. He's thrown 11 pitches, 9 balls, and 2 strikes this inning. If I'm Austin, I'd be like, hey, buddy, FYI, the ball goes in the strike zone. If I'm Carl Willis, I'm kind of being an asshole. I'm like, hey, buddy, I don't know if you know this, but we're trying to win, so throw strikes. You know where the strike zone is? You see that cool-looking plate right in the middle there between those 2 boxes? That is where the strike zone is. Pretty much, like that general area. You're throwing it practically in the other batter's box. I'm already pissed enough as it is. This team's pissing me off. Here's Tyler Freeman. Ground out in a sac fly. Pitch. Strike. All 1 count. First and second, 1 out. Pitch from Slade. Fly ball. Left field. Off the wall. This catch by Kwan there. And of course, Bozo Rocchio can't catch it. And they're going to get nobody out. Runner does score, second and third with 1 out. This team is so ass, dude. Just sell everybody at this point. Sell everybody. I don't even care anymore. Sell mostly everybody except for your core guys. This team doesn't give a damn, dude. I'm just pissed off at these losers. Like, you can't catch a ball, do you? Wow. Pitch, swing and a miss. Here's Mickey Moniak 0 for 2. Ground out on a fly out. Pitch. Chopper to third. Here comes Santana racing at Arcia. They're going to get him out at home. And then he might have just hurt himself. Remember, he was dealing with a lower leg injury earlier this year. Yes, let's have the old man go running up after a freaking player. Yeah, all right. I don't even have to change anything. His foot. His toe went kind of in the sideways, like his ankle. I think he might have turned his ankle a little bit there. Honestly, ran into Arcia, but he's staying in there. He's walking it off. Just turned his ankle a little bit. Looks to be okay. Here's Hunter Goodman. 2 down 2-0. All right. First and third. Pitch to Goodman. Swing and a miss. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss. Here's the 0-2. Pitch. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. I don't know what Goodman's strategy was there, but wasn't a very good one. We go to the bottom of the 5th down 2-0. And guess what, guys? You think that's bad? Well, the Guardians will have Jones, Rocchio, and Hedges due up. So this is probably going to be the quickest and most feeble inning we've ever seen. I'm still laughing at it. It's like this team swears they're a major league team, but you look at their lineup on a daily basis, the bottom third is usually like guys who belong in AAA. They want to be taken serious, but then they trot out these horrible ass lineups that are carried by the top 3 in the order. On a rare occasion, you might get contributions from everybody, right? Again, we scored, what was it, 10 runs? Damn near everybody got a hit. Doing this right before the deadline is so unserious, too. Usually you'd want to prove, as hey guys, we're competitive. We want to buy, add, get some good bats and make a run. Blech. This team couldn't even beat the damn Rockies. At this point, just sell everybody. But I can't even trust these losers to sell right. They're not even going to get major league ready dudes. They're going to get freaking like dudes who are like barely in double A right now. The guy they would have got the most for decided to, get involved with gambling, I guess. So I don't know if we're going to see Class A the rest of the year, if ever again. Which would be just the most hilarious thing ever. That would be the most hilarious classic Guardians thing ever. Here's Nolan Jones. It'll be the 6, the 7, 8, 9 hitters due up. 1-0. Strike. This is, of course, the guy that like I say, has a crater-sized hole for us in a swing. Can't hit any velo whatsoever. Pitch. Grounder right at second. And he's 1 down. Don't send them to AAA to work on things. No, let's just keep these bums, these noodle bat feeble losers in the majors so they can rot away at our lineup. Hold everybody back. Hold, rot in the lineup. Him and J-Rod. Why are they up here? They suck. They're ass. Like, damn, they ain't do nothing. Jones had a good, few weeks earlier, but he stinks. 1-0. And there's Rocchio, base hit. Oh, wow, Brian Rocchio actually showed up. That's great. Love to see that. He's actually doing better. See, that's what I'm saying. You don't gotta hit a home run. Just get a base hit. Rocchio's actually playing serious baseball as of late. That's a sight for sore eyes. Now here's Austin Hedges, who just might be the most feeble bat in the lineup on the team. 122 average, 3 homers, 5 RBIs. Swing and a miss. I might as well just put 2 outs up because this loser's not going to get a hit. Even once in a while he'll run into one. But at this point, you'd be better off just having a robot. Ball? Maybe he gets a walk, but nah. Maybe someday we'll have a catcher who can actually hit. Seeing this makes me miss Victor Martinez and Yan Gomes, even Roberto. Here's the 1-1. Liner. Hedges. Where's he gonna go? He's gonna stay at second because he's so damn slow. He doesn't want to risk getting gunned down at third. So back-to-back hits for the Guardians, and now you have the top of the order up. You know what's sad? Austin Hedges, when he wants to be good, he can actually be good. Just loops it over the third baseman into left field. Now you get the top of the order. Here's Mr. Flyout himself, Stephen Kwan. I'd love to hit the Kwan right here. Hit the Kwan. Hit the Kwan. But no, he's just going to hit a flyout. 2. Outside, high, ball 1. Kwan, Martinez, and Ramirez. Top of the order. Foul out and a single. Need another single here. Line it down the right field side. Oh, throw to second. Watch out. Kwan, Rocchio almost got caught napping. Last year, Rocchio just out of nowhere just had his power surge and he started hitting homers. 323 average, 2 homers, 27 RBIs for Stephen Kwan. Stephen Kwan. Did he go? Yes, he did. Because, of course, these guys cannot resist high pitches. It's ball, but no, I got to swing. Oh, got to swing. Why? Resist the urge to swing at a pitch that's like up above your chest. 1-1. Minor foul. I don't usually see Kwan. Pull a pitch. Usually he tries to go oppo. Two. Ball. It's a good 2 for Kwan. Pitch. It up. Here comes catch by Farmer at third. 2 down. Got these dudes hitting web gems on us. Feeble ass team, dude. My God. Always do is pop up. These guys cannot turn on anything. They couldn't turn me on. Hey, yo. Freaking loser-ass team. And I'm not even talking about the Rockies. Well, here's Ana Martinez. 0 for 2. Back to being feeble. Ball 1 inside. Wow. A ground out and a fly out for Martinez. So the masters of hitting a ball to nowhere. Here's the 1-0. Fly ball to right field. Playable, and this will retire the side. Guardians are getting shut out by the 27-win Rockies, but honestly, they should just give us the 27 wins and make the Rockies give the Rockies our record, because this team is not good. They're not good. Can't even beat up on freaking Elock. Who? Some NPC pitcher I've never heard of. Toxic. That's the classic Guardians. Now, if this was the White Sox, we probably would have scored 10 runs on them. All these losers do is pop up, 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 ground out, strike out, pop up, pop up. Like, do these guys go to the batting cages at all? Do they work on their swing at all? You could throw these guys the meatiest, juiciest, most delicious meatball down the middle of the plate. And you know what these losers would do? Hop up. Or fly out. They couldn't turn on a freaking pitch. Like, man, this team pisses me off. They really do. And of course, they do this right before the trade deadline, because they want to sell. And I bet you, Chris Antonetti low-key said, hey guys, I'm trying to, validate our sell. We're not trying to buy. So go out there and play like ass against the Rockies, so I can validate our decision to sell. Yeah, pretty much. Feeble ass team. Feeble ass team. Top of the 6th coming up. And Slade back out there for another inning. Make people sit through a 2.5-hour rain delay to do this garbage. 1 strikeout, 2 walks, 2 runs, 5 hits, 5 innings for Slade. 71 pitches. Since when did Slade all of a sudden start pitching the contact? You'd think he'd be trying to, strike people out. Keep guys off the bases. Here's Jordan Beck, 2 singles. It's just so funny. These guys like, oh, we were a major league team, I promise. Look at the lineup. It's ass. The Columbus Clippers would probably shut these losers down. Yeah, the Columbus Clippers would mash the freaking Guardians right now. Where's J-Ram? Grounder to the first. Santana will take it, and oh my God, they got Beck out. One down. All the Clippers would have to do really is just hitch around J-Ram, because nobody else really scares you. Nobody else scares anybody on this team besides J-Ram. Maybe Quan, but it's J-Ram. It is, and it always will be J-Ram. Straight up. Did Cease get hurt? Oh, no. Well, yeah, that's tough. Close it off. Another player that was possibly getting traded soon. Thairo Estrada, 0 for 2 with a ground out in a double play, and then fly out. One. Swing and a miss. People be like, oh, why are you so negative? It's not being negative, it's being real. This team is a bunch of losers. Jose is like, I could have went elsewhere, but I decided to come back. Took less money, put a no trade clause on his contract, sign an extension, put faith in the front office and the organization to build a winner around him. And what do? Not a damn diddly thing. Pitch. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 2 down. They didn't do a damn diddly thing. I'm diddly. They could have went out and when they traded Josh Naylor, which I understood, impending free agent, they weren't going to pay him. They figured, you know what, we'll get something for him. All they got was Slade Ciccone. Man, I would have killed for Jake McCarthy or Alec Thomas, or if they really wanted to be generous, Lourdes Gurriel Jr. No, they weren't going to give him to us. No. Here's Bernabel. 0 for 2. 2-0 count. Pitch. Strike. Wow, 10-4 Atlanta. I wish we could do that. 2-0 or 2-1 count. There's Stephen Vogt. 2-1. Strike. 2-2. And 9, 15, 19, 18, and 9 pitches for Slade. 2-2 pitch. Outside, full count. Here's the payoff to Bernabel. Pitch. And he crushes it to left field, and that is gone. 3-0 Rockies. Trade everybody. Not even kidding. Trade everybody besides the core. Honestly, if they ask for something good, trade Kwan. Still don't trade Ramirez. No. C wants out. Which if I'm J-Ram, I'm looking at this team like, this is what you promised me? I give you faith. I put my faith in you that you would put a good team around me, and this is all you would pay me. Garbage. Right? You trade away Andres, which, okay, his play really wasn't matching the contract. But he's an elite player. All-star caliber. And the clubhouse loved him. Swing and a miss, 0-2. Josh Naylor, again, I understood that. Oh, 2, it's a ball. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Fouls it off. These losers aren't going to... Man, if they get swept by these guys, I want someone fired, honestly. Don't lose to a 27-win team that got blown out by the O's. 1-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. But not before warming Bernabel hit his second home run of his career to make it 3-0 Rockies. I don't know, because they're dumb. They ain't going to call nobody up. Nope, they're not going to call anybody up. And I dare these losers to not trade anybody either. I dare them to stand pat and do nothing. If you're not going to buy, which they're not going to buy doing this garbage, sell. Get rid of Los, get rid of Lane, get rid of Seawald, Junis. Honestly, if somebody asks for something big, trade for like freaking, get rid of, well, I'm not going to say Cade. I don't really want to say Kwan either. You don't really want to dip into your core. But trade the freaking rental players. right? Trade the guys who are on expiring contracts. But these losers are delusional. They're not gonna sell. This team has no fight. Not an ounce of fight in them. They do not have an ounce of fight in them. Which is weird because just about a week ago they were kicking the crap out of teams. But no, they lost that fight. They don't have the juice. Nope. No fight, no will, or anything. They don't even want to be out there. They seriously do not want to be out there. I feel bad for the people that actually stayed for this game. Here's the 0-1. Outside, ball one. J-Ram, I'm 0 for 2. A strikeout and a pop-out. Here's the 1-1. Outside, 2-1. Liner right at first base. You had the right idea. Just try to hit it to the right field side. Just right at dude. One down, 68 pitches for Blaylock. Here's the first pitch to Kyle. 1 for 2. 0-1 count. A single and a strikeout for Kyle. The 0-1 pitch. They must have someplace to be tonight because they ain't putting up a fight at all. Had a couple good innings, but then they pooped themselves. Yep. Oh, 2 pitch. Ball. Surprised he didn't swing at that. Right? Surprised he didn't swing. I'm surprised. Yeah, I'm surprised he didn't swing at that. I was expecting him to swing. Watch him swing at this next pitch. 2. There it is. Struck him out. Freaking loser. Honestly, just sell everybody. This is ridiculous. I actually wasted all that time thinking about, we could possibly buy. Buy? Nah. I ain't buying crap. They're going to just either sell or stand pat. And I dare this team to stand pat. I dare them. Here's the 1-0. Strike. I dare this team to stand pat. 1-1. Fouls him off. One, 2 to Santana. Pitch. Fouls it off again. This team is as feeble as I can remember. This might honestly be worse than that 10-game losing streak. Pitch. Fouls it off again. Pitch. Santana to right center, basically. A 2-hit game for Carlos, but probably won't even matter. because nobody else seems to want to do anything besides him and Kyle, I guess. Here's the pitch to Schneemann. Because honestly, I think a lot of people are saying on Twitter, this team just doesn't have the oomph in them anymore. Hearing about another teammate getting put on the list because gambling. 0-1. Strike two. Yeah, just stare at pitches, Daniel. Eventually, maybe your mind will run into one. Maybe you should go back to Myrtle Beach. You came back and they suck. Maybe you should get in the car and go back to Myrtle Beach. 0-2. Pitch. Ball. Love to see a base hit here by Daniel. Nick Enright warming up in the pen. In the for Atlanta. My God. 1-2 pitch. Foul. That would have been a fair ball. That would have been in the corner, and Hino Los, he'd probably be running for days. But no, it's always a foul ball. 1-2 pitch to Schneemann. Held up 2-2. Three dudes can hit in the lineup. Everyone else is crap. Yeah, pretty much. There's Rocchio, J-Ram, and Martinez. 2-2 to Schneemann. Pitch. Swing at ball 4 or ball 3, but I need the hitting coach to grab these dudes by the scruff of like their shirt and be like, guys, stop swinging at a ball that's about neck high. I know it looks enticing, but stop swinging there. I don't know why they're guessing. They don't know what the hell they're looking at. They're guessing. Are they high? Are they on some sort of narcotic? Makes you wonder. This team just does not give a damn anymore. But honestly, at least they waited until the Browns got started. It seems like that's how it always works. A team will be really good until another one of the city's teams starts up again, and then they turn the shit. Isn't that weird? Like the Cavs, they'll be good with the Browns playing and the Guardians, they'll be good. But then when those two teams are done, the Cavs just turn the hell up. And then once the Guardians really start up, then they kind of fade. It's like a cycle. It's literally like a cycle. They know how to hit. Yeah. No, we'd prefer to just promote our guys. Pitch. It's a little week or so where we thought Junior Patanzas was the answer. Nope, this team is just as feeble with him there as they were before. Here's the 0-1, the farmer. Again, outside, not even close. Sacconi's probably involved in the betting ring, too. So many damn balls in the same spot. Here's the 1-1. Fouls it off. Oh, my God. Which is right field, right at Nolan Jones. One down. Making us wait after a 2.5 hour rain delay for this. Strike. Here's the 0-1. Blooper to second base. Schneemann over to first. 2 down. I'm telling you right now, when everybody else makes moves on Thursday and we don't do anything, I'm just gonna be like, yep, this team doesn't care. They don't even sell. Nah. Like, if you're not gonna buy, then sell. If they do neither, and then they have the gall to come out and say, yeah, we're still competing, I'd be like, that's a lie. Someone call Maury, that's a lie. Or Jerry Springer, that's a lie. I think it was a lie. The lie that to determine you're capping as hell, brother. You're capping. Here's Tyler Freeman, 1 for 2, 1-2 count. You're capping like a freaking asshole. If you're not going to buy, at least sell. But we all know they're delusional. They're more likely to buy because they're delusional. We have a soft schedule. We have a soft ass team. Can't even beat the damn Rockies. Not even putting up a fight. 2-2. Grounder to first. The flip. Got him. 1-2-3 inning. Bottom 7 already coming up. They must have someplace to be. I've only been streaming for about almost 2 hours. We're in the bottom 7. Down 3-0. Of course, it's only one game. Maybe they rally tomorrow and win the next 2. Wishful thinking. This team is just. Joanne Duran. Not a gambler, just ass. Duran. I would be thrilled if 90% of this Guardians offense downloaded FanDuel. I wish. Animal from the league. Jose would be the one that didn't do it. Jose and Quan. Because Jose's too busy playing Mario Kart, and Quan doesn't look like a dude that would be doing FanDuel. Everyone else grabs coaching from our pitching staff. Why can't these losers do the same? Because this is the way they are, Parent Chat. They don't like to grab dudes from other teams. They got Stephen Vogt, which is cool. Surprised they didn't promote from within there. But when it comes to position coaches, the last time I think they grabbed a position coach from elsewhere, well, obviously they got Albanez and Correa from the Giants. There's that. I think that's really it. Everyone else has mostly been from the minor leagues for us. I understand, I guess, because a lot of these guys are from, they were brought up with these coaches, but damn. Not really helping out your pitcher, huh? Here's Nolan Crater in my swing Jones. Crater in my swing. Pitch. High ball. He's 0 for 2. I don't even remember the last time he really got a hit. Jake Bird now pitching for the Rockies. 44 games, 4-1, 4.05 ERA. 1-0. Ball 2. Hey, Jake, what's the word? Bird. 2-0. Pitch. 3-0. 7, 8, 9 hitters due up. 215 average, 3 homers, 26 RBIs for Nolan. 3-0 to Bird from Bird. Pitch. Ball 4. Wow. Nolan Jones drew a leadoff walk. Wow. Surely they'll get something going here, right? Would be nice. You know, it would be cool if the bottom of the order served up a big inning for the top of the order, right? Maybe get a runner on, maybe a couple runners on, maybe a couple big hits. Pitch. Way up, and it goes over the backstop, and Nolan Jones will scamper to second. I wish I was a multi-billionaire. Maybe we should get a GoFundMe together. We can help out David Blitzer. Off of Goodman's glove, and Jones will scamper to second there. It would be nice if the bottom of the order got something going here. 1-0 to Rocchio. Strike. We could literally have a leadoff triple and do nothing with it. This team had a nice little week and a half run where they were hitting like crazy. But then they went back to being feeble. All it took was Kansas City. Strike. They literally went to Kansas City, got rocked in 2 games, and now they can't recover. They can't get off the mat. It's like 2 different teams. Pitch. Outside, 2-2. I would love a Jake Bird implosion right now. You know, get Rocchio on base somehow, and then Austin Hedges gets a base hit. Or maybe even moves the runners for Quan. 2-2 to Rocchio. Ball 3. Something up for the top of the order. Payoff pitch from Bird. Pitch. 4. And he's walked the first 2 batters. Nolan pisses me off. I think we're all in the same boat. We appreciate the loyalty by Dolan, but I mean, loyalty only takes you so far. If he had the deep pockets like Dan Gilbert has, and the spending, you know, the urge to spend like Dolan, like Dan has, we would love him like a family member. But he doesn't spend. He's a billionaire, but he doesn't spend. Do you realize what Dan Gilbert would do with the Guardians? See what he does with the Cavs, right? You give him a team with no salary cap implications, he can spend to his heart's desires. He doesn't care. He makes enough money. He owns a freaking mortgage company. He makes money in his freaking sleep. Here's Bo Naylor, pinch hitting. Just see they finally brought in Bo. Bo. Pitch. Oh, Naylor fouls it off. They didn't even start Bo. That's weird. Oh, 1 for Bo. I'm surprised they didn't start Bo. Here's the 0-1. Pitch. Inside, ball 1. Oh, he went. 0-2. Yeah, he went. He went. Yep. All right, here's the 0-2. The pitch to Bo. And he crushes this to right, and that is gone. Oh my God. He beat the shit out of that ball. 3-run home run for Bo Naylor, and this game is tied at 3. I want to see it. Freaking game to begin with. Freaking steal. Not 2. 3. And there's still nobody out. Oh my God, Bo Naylor. Freaking love you, dude. See what I mean? Like I said this before. Bo doesn't get hits unless they're moonshots. Wow. Inside for. Wow. It's a meatball. That's how you crush a meatball. Now. Inside 2-0. Man, when he hit that thing, everybody in that dugout just jumped up. That got him going. 2-0 to Quan. 3-0. Oh, this dude sucks. Man, I asked for an implosion, and that's 3-0. Pitch. Strike. Wow, that's tough. 3-1 coming to Quan. Pitch. Liner foul. Well, we made it a whole new ball game. That's good. Woke me up. That's for damn sure. How close was that? Oh, that was okay. Pitch. Liner, base hit for Stephen Kwan, and the inning continues. What's up, Dodgers fans? Says you're from Colorado. Okay. And here comes the manager. He's like, okay, this is enough. I've had it. I've had enough here. And they got Vodnik warming up. So Jake Bird came in, walked the first 2, and then gave up an absolute nuke to freaking Bo Naylor. And now we're tied at 3. Wow. Whole new ball game, still nobody out. I gotta say, this pitcher is buns. Yeah, that's what you call an implosion. That's what you call a classic implosion. You haven't been seeing an implosion like that from a opposing pitcher in a while, actually, against us. The last time I seen something like that was against the Blue Jays. It was a game I didn't stream. What was it, like Yariel or something Rodriguez? And I think we scored like 7 runs in an inning off him. All of the Rockies pitchers are buns. Well, to be fair, Blaylock actually had some good stuff. But I think our clubhouse was just dead. It was flat. You could just see in the way that, like, their body language. They were not really caring much. They were flat. I mean, I'd be flat too. I'd be down in the dumps after hearing about another one of my teammates getting sent to put in the corner because of sports betting, which everybody knows that's illegal in sports. You can't bet on your own sport. Even like betting on other sports, I think, is frowned upon in the ML in the sports as well. Oh, Naylor, absolutely just he took a big old dump on that ball. My God, that woke everybody up. They needed that in the absolute worst way. And they pinch hit for him too. They pinch hit him in there in that situation. So, new pitcher, it's Victor Vodnik. Sounds like some freaking like character. Strike for Martinez. Keep it going. Keep scoring. This is fun. Martinez 0 for 3. With how bad Bird was, they were not about to have him face the teeth of our order. 31 games for Vodnik. Pitch. Sounds like Robotnik from Sonic. Yeah. Like Robotnik's freaking evil twin. My name is Victor Vodnik. Weapons are amazing. Pitch. Chopper. Oh, just over the. Oh, yeah, they're only going to get. They're not going to get anybody. What the hell? Hey, yo. Martinez with the hustle. Beats out the throw to first after Kwan had already beat out the throw to second. That thing was a slow, slow roller. Beat it into the ground over the pitcher's glove. The only chance they really had was getting Martinez, and he used the hustle button and beat it out. Running hard all the way through. Love to see that. Let's see. Yeah, he beat it by about a half a step or so, but he beat it. He beat it. Here's J-Ram. First pitch strike. Guardians can really continue the damage here with no outs. Ramirez lined out last at bat. Here's the 0-1 from Vodnik. Oh, away, and the runners will advance to second and third, and the terrible inning continues for the Rockies. Naylor's 2 for 2. Good for him. Yeah, I mean, I would have loved to keep Josh, but again, like I said before, he was an impending free agent. They weren't going to pay him. They figured, you know what, we'll get something for him this year. And they got Slade, who's honestly not horrible. But, yeah, I wish they could have gotten more for him, though, too. Oh, well. Second and third, and yep, they're going to walk J-Ram to load the bases for Kyle Manzardo. Oh. For 3 with a single. Pitch coming up, the 0-1. Strike. Something tells me they're going to squander this because that's what they've been doing. That's all they do is squander these chances. They're going for the record for most runners left on base. Pitch. Fouls it off. Be ready for a wild pitch. All right, 0-2. Come on, Kyle. Come on, Kyle. Swinging a miss. Oh, my God. They fouled it off. Oh, God. Can't fall for that pitch, Kyle. Come on now, dude. You got lucky. You fouled it off. Barely. Maybe by the tip of the bat or something, but damn, son. Can't fall for that. 0-2. Ball. Ooh, Tatis, though. Pitch coming up. Pumps it off. Thanks to Bo Naylor, this game is tied. But the Guardians have a chance to add runners, which would be awesome. Be cool to add some runs here. Get a lead. Pitch. Fouls it off again. He's having a try hard at bat. Pitch. Again, falls for the pitch that's trying to bury itself, and he becomes the first out of the inning. He fell for that pitch twice. He bit all the way on that changeup. Classic. The same pitch that was thrown a few pitches before that he fouled off. Remember that? Changeup. Pitch. High, ball one. Now we need a classic Carlos here to help us out. Here's the 1-0. Beats it into the ground, 2-0. Santana actually 2 for 3. Not even having a bad game. 2 homers, 5 RBIs, 286 average in close and late situations. Looking to give the Guardians the lead. Outside, 3-0. We know he's not swinging here. Let's see if Solarac can keep going here. The 3-0 pitch. And he walked him. It's a 4-run inning for the Guardians, and they take a 4-3 lead. Walk it like I talk it. Walk it like I talk it. Hey, walk it like I talk it. But watch this be the only other run we get. Chance to blow this open. And then watch that be the only one we get in this situation here. Attaboy, Unk. Waste pitch to walk in their go-ahead run. Interesting. Interesting. All right, here's Daniel Schneemann. Rockies had a mound visit. Guardians have damn near batted around here. But Nolan Jones walked as the leadoff hitter, the 7-hitter. He'll be next, possibly. Pitch. Strike. 101 from Vodnik. Damn. He could possibly be next. So, unless Bozo here hits into a double play. A rare bat around would be interesting. It's the 0-1. So off. I'll take a sac fly. I'll happily take a sac fly right here. You know what I'm saying? Yes. Are you good enough to do that for me, Mr. Schneemann? Damn, Daniel. Damn, Daniel. 0-2. He almost bit, but he held up. He's like, no. He. Spit on it. Huck to. Spit on that thing. Huck to. Here's the 1-2 to Daniel. Damn, Daniel. Ball 2. Ball 2. Oh, my God. If he draws a walk here, I'll be impressed. Come on, hit me a line drive right down the right field side there. 2-2. And base hit for Daniel Schneemann. 1 run scores. And I don't know if anyone else is going to score because the ball didn't really go far. And it's 5-3. It's just station to station. Call that station to station. The ball really wasn't hit far, and they had to make sure the ball didn't get caught. Because you don't want to be that loser that gets caught. You think, oh, it's going to get past him, and then dude snags it. See? Yeah. Dude over at second was like, oh, nope, I'm good. So there we go. 5-3, and the conga line continues. Here's Nolan Jones, who started the inning with a walk. He's back up now. 5-3 Guardians, and if Nolan can get a big hit here, could blow this open. All right, here's the pitch from Vodnik. Ball. Be wary of the one pitch, too. We've seen a couple of them. Be wary of the wild pitch if you're at third, J-Ram. Be ready to run. 1-0 to Jones. Pitch. And it's a fly ball, left field, and foul. I wouldn't have been mad, but no. That's foul. 1-1 count. Still waiting for Nolan Jones to have that big hit. You'd think it would come against his former team, right? I have no idea. 1-1? No. This loser's going to strike out, isn't he? This dude is so bad, he can't even have a revenge game against his old team. If he was still in the Rockies, he'd be killing us right now. Because that's usually how it works. 1-2 to Jones. Pitch. Fouls it off. Stays alive again. Again, the Guardians can blow it wide open here. Jerem at third. Santana at second. Neiman at first. Here's the 1-2. Chopper foul. I'd take a sac fly right here, honestly. I wouldn't even be mad. Not even be mad. Can't this is the one guy that wouldn't have a revenge game. Right? He's just so bad. Like, seriously, he's ass. 1-2. Pitch. Swing and a miss. Again, bit on the changeup. Same pitch that Kyle bit on. I mean, how they can justify having Nolan Jones and J-Rod in right field on a daily basis is beyond me. But come on, what are we doing here? Here's Brian Rocchio. Pitch. Liner right to first. And he dropped it. But again, Rocchio is as slow as a turtle with no legs, so he is out number 3. And, well, they do score a couple runs with bases loaded. But that's about it. Top of the 8th coming up. Guardians up 5-3. They batted around. That's impressive. It's tough, though, man. Jake Bird came in, completely just talk about taking a dump on the mound. My God. He's so bad, he walked both Nolan Jones and Rocchio. Gave up the nuke to Bo. And then Kwan got on. Martinez got on. Wild pitch. Runners go to second and third. They intentionally walk J-Ram because they're not stupid. And then Kyle hit on the changeup, struck out. Carlos did what Carlos does. He's actually having a good game, so I'm going to call him Carlos. 3 hits or whatever. You know, he's good. He's having a good game. I'll call him Carlos for the night. But he has to keep it up, though. Otherwise, he'll be a solo rack for however long it is. I was impressed that they batted around. They don't do that often. They do not bat around often. Usually they'll still score runs, but it's not a lot. They scored 5 runs in that inning. How can they keep the lead, though? Without their all-star closer, because he's a freaking dumbass. Slow as a snail? He's also a dunce cap in the freaking outfield. You mean to tell me, like, a Tommy Pham wouldn't be cool out there if they want to buy Michael A. Taylor, right? Something good? I don't know. So here's Hunter Gaddis. Pitches hit. Fly ball. Right to Martinez, out number 1. First pitch to Moniak. I saw way too many cameos. By the way, please no spoiling. Here's Hunter Goodman. Pitches last 7 days, 0, 12, 0, 0, 15, 0, 12. He's had 3 appearances the last 7 or so days. Pitch to Goodman. High ball 1. Go for 3. Struck out last at bat. Pitch. And he hits this high drive, left field. Kwan gives it a look, and it's gone. Oh, yeah. Of course, they can't go without giving up response runs. It's only a solo shot. 5-4 Guardians. That's where that extra run came in handy. They just can't stop giving up response runs. Okay. They can't stop it. They can't resist. Again, a meatball right down the damn middle. Stop throwing meatballs down the middle. A four-seamer, 95 miles per hour. What's it going to take for this team to stop throwing juicy, delicious Italian stuffed meatballs down the middle of the plate? Seriously, I'm legit wondering. Here's Jordan Beck, 2 singles. Fouls it off. Watch out, Bo. Of course, Bo Naylor comes in and immediately gives up behind the plate, and they give up a tank. Meatball right down the middle. So really, it's funny. Both catchers have hit a homer in this game. Oh my God, that extra run was so huge for us. All right, 1-2 count as Bo regathers his composure here. Taking a foul ball is not fun. This comes in and gives up a tank immediately. Makes me wonder who's going to be the closer now. Probably Cade if I had to guess. 2. Ball. I would make Eric Sabrowski the 7th inning guy. That's what I would do. That's just me, though. 2. Fly ball to center field. Martinez going back near the track and makes the catch. 2 down. Nolan Jones set up class. Oh my God. No. I doubt it. It'd be a plot twist of the century, though. Saw an article posted by Zach Meisel today, who covers the Guardians. He said that the Guardians knew about Emmanuel's involvement. They knew for a while. They had like, it's like they had a hunch. It's like, yeah, he's probably involved. Maybe when they announced it, they probably told the club, yeah, we're investigating this guy and maybe even these other guys too. But definitely this other guy. Grounder, foul. Of course, in the in the bottom of the eighth, it'll be the 9-1-2 hitters due up for the guards. That's if we can get through this inning. Pitch, ball. Jairo Estrada. In fact, if I remember correctly, originally Estrada got hurt, and that's what prompted the trade for Tyler Freeman. Rockies. 2. Swing, and he popped it up out of play. Looking back at it, I wish we would have asked for like Brenton Doyle or something instead of Nolan Jones. Especially with Lane Thomas. He likes being in right field more, so that's what I would have done. Now, Lane Thomas is probably not going to be back this year, most likely, so we'll see. 1-2. Mark Vientos. Wow. Home run. Wow. 2 count for Estrada. 0 for 3. Pitch. Outside. Full count. These next 48 plus hours are going to be real interesting if the Guardians actually look good this series. Payoff pitch from to Estrada. And I missed. Struck him out. Got him on one knee. And that'll retire the side. We go to the bottom of the eighth. 5-4 guards. Yeah, he's actually he was their lone all-star, I'm pretty sure, too. Yeah. He was their lone all-star. I don't know what it is with the Rockies, but they've had some good catchers the last couple of years. Elias Diaz and now Hunter Goodman. Yeah, they've had some good catchers. As far as we know, what's really keeping the Rockies from being good? Pitching. Pitching. When you play in Colorado, you're playing in little atmosphere, like very thin atmosphere. The air is notoriously thin in Denver. Duh, Mile High City. Duh. So balls fly out of that park like crazy. Even adding the humidor a few years ago didn't really change things. I mean, they're not going to be a good team until they get that pitching thing figured out. And they play in Colorado and the ball flies out. So you need to have like a rotation full of strikeout pitchers. They could literally have a rotation of Scherzer, Verlander, Bieber, Garrett Cole, and Nirvaldi. I don't know. They could have like the best strikeout pitch. They could have Skeens, Skubal, Bieber. Let's say Garrett Cole, and Max Fried. And they would still suck because they can't because balls fly out there like crazy. But yeah, last time up, Bo Naylor pinch hit 3-run nuke to right field, got the players jumping. Tied the game at 3, and then the Guardians added 2 more. Slade's like, let's go! Ha 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 ha. Oh, Bo Naylor. Here's Bo. Pitch. Bo pitch. Facing Kinley. 2 career pinch hit home runs. The last one came on July 7th last year against the Giants. Before this one. 1-0 pitch. Fouls it off. 48 games, 0-3 record, 5.79 ERA, 46 and 2/3 innings, 26 walks, 50 Ks, 233 average, opponent average for Kinley. Pitch. Inside, ball 2. Tyler Kinley. Here's the 2-1 pitch. All up high, and it bounced. 3-0, a 3-1. There's Cade Smith warming up. He is going to be the closer, as you can imagine. Normally the setup guy, he's the closer now. So he's up and working. He's as nasty as ever, so I mean, okay, that's cool. 3-1 the bow. Hi, ball 4. Wow. Here we go again. Stephen Kwan will come to the plate. All right, here's the first pitch. Kwan 2 for 4 tonight. Pitch. High, ball 1. Come on now. It's definitely a ball. Come on. Come on. Bro, ABS. That's a ball and a half. 0-1 pitch to Kwan. This can be so backwards, too. They'll call a ball damn near down the middle, a ball. And then they'll call a ball that's above the zone by 3 or 4 meters or inches, a strike. 2 singles on a run for Kwan. Here's the 0-2. Pitch. Fly ball to left field and out of play, foul. Got to give a big shout out to everybody who actually went to this game. 2.5 hour rain delay. I don't even think people really went to the game to start because they knew about the rain. So they just held off from going and then just showed up when the game was about to start. 0-2 to Kwan. Pitch. High ball at 1. A 5-run 7th inning for the Guards. And then, of course, they had to give a run back because they're so generous. Pitch. Liner foul. Barely. With how Bo runs, he could have easily been around third with where that ball was going. One, two. Pitch. Oh, what? Oh, bounced it again. Naylor doesn't go. 2-2 count. Yeah, he didn't know where that ball was going, so he was smart not to try to test it. Two to Kwan. Pitch from Kinley. Bloops it into left, but it's right at the third baseman. Out number 1. He needs to start pulling the ball. He needs to stop just going up with it. So now here's Angel Martinez. Beat out a infield single last time up. 1 for 4. Pitch. Straight. Boston and Minnesota are in a delay right now. Boston's winning. A single and a run for Martinez. Pitch. Fouls it off. Ooh, wow, Arias. Was that a 2-run shot? Wow. Try it again. Extra base hits most since July 5th. Kurtz, Bichette, 24-14. 13 for Martinez. Salvi, 13. Ramirez with 12. 2 others have 12. Wow, 24 for Kurtz, man. My God. 0-2. Swung and popped it up. They'll give it a look, but it goes foul. Kurtz 6 for 6 against Houston. 4 homers, 8 RBI, 6 runs, 19 total bases. Swing and a miss. Same changeup. 2 down. Just pitch to J-Ram. Hops it up off the end of the bat. Third baseman's there to make the catch. And we go to the top of the 9th. 5-4 Guardians. Cade Smith coming in for the save. It's not like he's never gotten a save before. It's just that we're going to see a lot more of him doing it because Emmanuel is an idiot. I'm going to bet on baseball. It's weird because with Luis, he didn't really bet on the game, but instead he had 2 pitches flagged because all of a sudden people were betting on what was happening. So, yeah. It'll be Bernabel, Doyle, and Farmer due up in the top of the 9th. Up by 1. Oh, yeah. Hunter Goodman is crazy good, yeah. Yes, he is. Wouldn't be shocked if a team came calling to acquire him, but I don't think he's going anywhere, to be fair. All right. For anyone just tuning in and you're wondering how the heck did this happen? Well, it's simple. It was 3-0 early on, looking like we were going to be another game. They were flat, nothing going right. Jake Bird comes in, and we proceeded to get a 3-1 homer from Bo, and then 2 other runs, one via a walk. I think they were both walks or something. But yeah, 5-4. And then Hunter Goodman hit a homer right after we took the lead, 5-3. So there's Santana and J-Ram. Guardians, 10 hits with 5 runs. J-Ram's made some bang plays as well. He's been pretty good. Man in the hot corner. All right, pitch is up high, ball 1. "46 games, 2-3. 3.02 ERA, 3 out of 5 saves. Pitch is strike. Had solo homer in the 6th, did Bernabel. 1-1, strike. 1-2. Pitch. Fly ball left field. And that's going to go into the scoreboard area. And that's going to be a ground rule double. Pitch. A bunt. Throws. And what? Carlos. Hello. Use your glove. Run scores, and it's tied. Carlos, that glove, you're supposed to catch the ball, bozo. Wow. How the hell did that happen? Does Carlos not know how to use his glove? Did he have brain lag? He just stood there. Huh? 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 What? You mean I'm supposed to use my glove to catch the ball? I thought I just stared at it. Huh? Yeah, get this freaking old man off my team. Seriously, get him off my team. Dude comes in and immediately blows it. Pitch. Ball one. 5-5. And they might take the lead here. It's not even really on Cade. That's, Carlos, use your glove. Use the glove, Cade. Or Carlos. Solak. Of course. Solak, because he's backwards. Pitch. Ball one. Pitch. Strike. Pitch. Fouls it off. Two-two. Foul. Okay. 2-2. Oh, we got this. And no. Pitch. Hit him off the bat. And they're going to give him first base. Yeah, Cade, you kind of suck, dude. Can't even hold a 1-run lead again against the feeble-ass Rockies. They're going to end up giving up a run here. And, of course, let me see who would be up next for us. Oh, yeah, Jose's already been up, so it'd be bottom 9. It would be, oh, lovely. Manzardo, Santana, and Schneemann, the man who doesn't know how to use his glove. All Santana had to do was snag the ball in his glove, but he just stood there. Huh? What? On a bunt. Use your glove, Carlos. Or Solak. All he had to do was use his glove, and he gets an out. Bozo can't. What? What? Uh-huh. Feeble ass team, dude. Loser ass team. You get the lead, 5-run inning, looking good. Down your leg. Yep. It's what they do best. Poop down their leg. Here's Orlando Arcia, the 9-hitter. Pitch. Strike. Can't even trust these losers to field a bunt correctly. Literally, you can't even trust these losers to field a bunt. 0-1. Fouls it off. Might have fouled it off his foot or his hand. Nice to see a Cade Smith implosion. Cade Smith implosion in his first legit closing opportunity. Yeah, it was off the bat. That's a foul ball. Oh, lovely. A Cade Smith implosion. All they had to do was get 3 outs with the lead. Nope. Nope. Couldn't do it. Freaking do it. Of course not. You know, I'm probably going to score at least a run here. Because Cade is so bad at closing. Reminds me of the game against the Tigers. You know? Yeah, it was a tie game. It was 1-1, but all he had to do was get us to the bottom of the 10th, and he pooped. Yeah. Oh, no, bottom of the 11th. And he straight up just took a big old dookie Jurassic Park-sized diarrhea dump on the mound. This dude is not fit to be a closer. I don't even know. I mean, maybe Class A would have been able to close this, but I don't know, man. Pitch is a ball. 1-2. Into pitch to Arcia. Chopper. And they're going to get the out at first. So they got an out. Runners move to second and third. Shouldn't even be in this spot. If Carlos knew how to put his glove out to catch the ball. He just stood there. Huh? What? Pitch. High ball one. Tyler Freeman. You know, he would love nothing more than to get a big revenge hit here. You know, damn well. Sack fly or RBI single. 1-0 pitch. Fouls it off. 6-5 San Diego. Holy crap. They were down 5-1. And they rallied back and took the lead against the Mets. Damn. 1-1. Fouls it off. 1-2 count. Gotta get a new bat, I guess. Unreal, dude. This team is so beyond unserious. They would 100% grab a loss from the jaws of victory. 100%. He is not a closer. Clearly not. Which he was. He's good, but he's not a closer good. Makes you wonder, like, if Manuel wasn't a freaking idiot asshole, well, what would have happened here? 1, 2, 3 inning, maybe. Bottom of the order. This team never does good against the bottom of the order. Ball 3. Get a lead 5-3. Hoop it away. No time at all. Classic cards. Wow. Payoff pitch. The right field, right by the old man, and it's a 6-5 game for the Rockies. Yep. Back to being feeble and losers. Right back to it. Mm-hmm. Took the lead 5-3. Just completely projectile vomited and diarrhea dookie at the same time. Our closer, Cade Smith, must have heard the trade rumors. Wait for our lineup to go 1, 2, 3. Oh, nice snag there, old man. Oh, good snag, yeah. Old man. Feeble old man, dude. Good job, Cade. Good blown save there, buddy. Good blown save. I don't have anything fun here. I'm Heron coming in. We literally cannot have anything good here. We seriously cannot have anything fun. You're up 5-3. You should be able to trust your closer, but no. Wow. Feeble ass team. Yep. Yep. Feeble. Feeble. Predictable to blow a save today of all days. To the bottom of the Rocky order, too. Bozo couldn't even get a damn out. We're not going to win many games in the next month if this is what we're getting. Here's Tim Herron. 37 games, 4-2 record, 3.99 ERA. First pitch is inside against Moniak. Flew out his last at bat. 1-0. Fly ball. Plenty deep. Martinez will make the catch. He'll throw it in, but the runner scores. 7-5 Rockies. Again, just sell everybody at this point. Sell everybody. Sell everybody. Everybody. Even ask JM if he wants out. Like, are you sure you want to stay here for this garbage? At this point, might as well. Dip your toes in the waters. Throw it first. You're up 5-3 and you give up 4 runs. The next 2 innings after. Ah, man. Fouls it off. There's Stephen Vogt just looking on. Fly ball, foul. Ah, Stephen. Wow. 0-2. Ball. These guys suck, dude. Oh my god. Oh boy. All that from Bo Naylor and them and hooped it away. Wow. Pitch. Fly ball, left field. Near the wall. It's off the top of the wall. Kwan's going to chase it down. Runner scores. It's 8-5. These losers can't even get an out. These losers can't even get an out. Sell everybody. Everybody. Every soul on this team. Sell them. Trade them away. Because clearly these losers don't care. Sell everybody. Sell everybody on this team. Everybody. Every single person. Sell them all. These losers don't care. Dolans don't give a damn. Vote. And he's I don't even know if he has a functioning brain up there. Oh, Class A. Why do you have to be such an idiot? Why does Emmanuel have to be such a dumbass? Right? I don't know what it is with betting. Like, you're making millions. Why are you even dabbling in sports betting to begin with? Like, damn, what the heck, bro? Not to mention, you're possibly throwing your whole career away. For what? Being an idiot? A few bucks on a parlay? Fouls it off. 2-2. There's Tanner and Kyle. Like, I like that, you know? High the game with the 3-1 nuke from Bo. Got everybody juiced up. We're feeling good again. Then they proceeded to yeet their heart out the next 2 innings. No time at all, really. And he walked him. So the inning will continue. Hey, Sleepy Carl, I'm surprised you're not taking a nap in the dugout. This is the biggest implosion I've ever seen. Wow. From our pitching. This is a generational implosion. Cade was brought in to save, you know, and couldn't even get an out, really. Then they bring in the biggest loser on the team, freaking Heron. I bet you Jacob Junis probably could have potentially gotten the save or something. Maybe give Sobrowski a chance. See what he could do. But no. No. Gotta follow the Class A tradition of blowing chunks at your ass. Who won't count for Estrada? The real count. Pitch. Fouls it off. And now Bo Naylor might have hurt himself. Again. He's got to walk it off. Right in the knee area, it looks like. He kind of has no choice. Oh, yeah, right off the side of the foot. Ouch, that had to hurt. Because they already pinch hit for Austin. So they don't have any catchers, I don't think. David Fry can't catch. Like Tim Herron literally should be sent to freaking Alcatraz, dude. Guantanamo. I've never seen a pitcher this bad. You literally cannot get it out. You can't. Bona fide loser. Like, this is DFA worthy. Ah, 3-1 to Estrada. Ball four. Bases loaded for the youngster Bernabel. Yeah, Jacob, they blew the lead in no time at all, really. Cade literally came in, and in the span of two hitters, that was it. A ground rule double for Bernabel, and then Doyle hit a sac bunt, and because essentially Carlos or Solarac didn't know how to use his glove, he just sat there watching as the ball whizzed past him, and that allowed a run to score. And then since then, it's been all downhill. Not like we're going to do anything in the ninth anyway. Unless they can get Jake Bird back out there. Solo homer, double, and 2 runs for Bernabel. This is, I believe, his 3rd game in the majors. His first name is literally warming. Fly ball, right field, and there's out number 3. So after they batted around, we finally get out of that inning, but it's 8-5 Rockies, and it'll be Manzardo, Santana, Schneemann due up in the 9th. Watch, after all of that, we go 1, 2, 3. I kid you not, that's what's going to happen. Wow. All they needed was 3 outs, and we couldn't even do that. Wow. Had a lead. Down 3-0, rallied, took the lead, pooped themselves completely, and vomited at the same time. Darkest day in Guardians history right now, pretty much. Wow. Festa will be closing next game. Oh, God. All because our closer had to be a freaking generational idiot. Yeah. We went from being a buyer to legit selling now. I mean, even article just a little bit ago. They went from being a potential buyer to possibly selling Quan and a few others. Even Shane Bieber, too. Seth Halverson, 40 games, 1-2 record, 4.89 ERA, 10 out of 13 saves, 38 and 2/3 innings, 18 walks, 35 Ks, 272 opponent average. Jake Bird. Yeah, this team ain't buying. Nope. Here's the pitch to Kyle. Strike. Losing to the Rockies is an embarrassment. I know how it feels to lose to a terrible ass team. Yep. On the same day that Class A got put in the corner because he's an idiot. Here's the 0-1. Outside, ball one. Up 5-3. Looking like we had a chance. We had it. And we just took a ginormous diarrhea dump on the mound. 1-1. That's high 2-1. Manzardo, Santana, and Schneemann do up. 2-1 pitch. 1. Here's the 3-1 to Kyle. 1 for 4. The 3-1. All 4. And a leadoff walk. Has the Guardians at least looking like they have a little pulse. Let's see what Carlos can do. They were down 3-0 at one point. And then the bottom of the order clutched up with a couple walks. And then the homer from Bo Naylor. 2 singles, a walk, and an RBI for Carlos. 2 for 3. Hi, ball one. I'm going to go talk to him. You know, Santana 2 for 3. Wow. Oh, whoa. Two-oh pitch. Whoa. Rio pitch coming to Santana. It's obvious. Okay, we're back. Yeah, guys, double play from Soul Rack. And it all comes down to Schneemann. Trying to keep this game going and keep this faint hope of a comeback alive. High ball 1. This is the darkest day in Guardians history, pretty much. Started off with the betting thing from Class A, because you just had to do a little betting. Pitch. Strike. One, 1. Pitch. Close it off. Yeah, this team's going to be sellers. They're going to sell any good pieces that they have. Maybe they could buy, but they ain't buying after this. No. Not after this. They were already kind of like teetering. Pitch. Fouls it off. 1-2 again. Re-rack it. If you're wondering how we got here, well, just look at what happened in the top of the 9th. Up 5-4. Cade Smith took a ginormous diarrhea, like, I mean, a dinosaur-sized diarrhea pill right on the freaking mound. All he had to do was get 3 outs, and he couldn't even do that. He pulled a classic Class A troll job on us. Implosion. 2. Count. We'll try it again. Next would be Nolan Jones, possibly if Schneemann can get on base here. Pitch. Tech swung at him. Ball 4. Classic. I hate this team. Thing is, I don't even know if I can't even trust these guys to sell correctly. Pitch. Fouls it off. Payoff pitch again to Schneemann. And it's ball 4. All right. Try it again. Nolan Jones will come up as the last hope, and they're going to do a mound visit for Nolan Jones. At this rate, the tying run is Brian Rocchio. Oh, this front office is so damn delusional. They're not going to sell. They're going to stand pat and force us to deal with J-Rod and the garbage we already have here. That's what they're going to do. And the thing is, if it wasn't for that double play, bases, we could have had runners in scoring position. Tying run could have been on base, but nope. Of course not. Of course not. All right, here we go. Pitch. High, ball 1. One zero. Pitch. Oh, I didn't even notice. Schneemann went to second. He just said, I'll just go to second, thank you. All right. 1-1 count for Jones. Pitch. Outside, 2-1. Once again, tying run would be Brian Rocchio, which just sounds weird. It's like, really, it'd be Brian Rocchio? Here's the 2-1. Put it to right field, base hit. Schneemann comes around, he will score. And it's 8-6. Guardians will get the tying run to the plate. Swear to God, if this dude ties it up, I'm going to laugh. This is almost like all those years when we had Miles Straw, and he was ass, which he was for the most part. For like 95% of his tenure here, he'd always come up in these spots. All right, well. Oh, so Jones will once again go to second base. They don't even give a damn about that, because they got to deal with the feeble one himself, Brian Slokio, at the plate. He is a tying run. Pitch. Swing and a miss. He's trying to tie the game up. Nobody simply told him, you can just get a base hit, cut it to a 1, and give, Bo Naylor a chance. Here's the 0-2. Low ball. I hate Rokio so much, dude. Here's the 1-2 coming. Pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. And that'll do it. Guardians lose 8-6 in a game that they were winning 5-3. Of course, they had to tease a little bit, get that tying run to the plate. It just so happened to be one of the most feeble hitters on the team. So, yeah, the Guardians are now 2 games under 500, and it's been a while since they've grabbed defeat from the jaws of victory. Although they literally did that just a few days ago in Kansas City. And now, that concludes the darkest day, I think, in recent Guardians history, right? You had your closer, star, right? Like your game stopper, the game ender, Clase, he put in the corner because he got flagged for betting or something. Stupid ass. Me, hey, dummy, this is because of you dummy. Shout out to Uncle Lou. He calls people 5-star dummies. That dude's not even a 5-star dummy. He's a 20-star dummy. Like, come, you're making millions of dollars, brother. Like, you're blessed. Millions of dollars. And you're a major leaguer. So what do? You essentially poop it all away because I want to make a few extra $1 million betting. It's not even like with Luis Ortiz where he had a few pitches flagged. This dude was genuinely betting on games. Banned for life immediately. Dumbass. Supreme dumbass. Pitcher, if he was playing, we win this game. We have no worries. It would have been Klaus. It would have been Cade in the 8th. And I don't know if he gives up the home run to Goodman. But no. Cade in the 9th. Honestly, if I could add sound bites, I would add one of just a big old just turd. The fart noise. The neat one too. Not simple. It'd be a. Not seen an implosion that bad from our pitchers in a while. I was talking about implosions. I guess they took it to heart and was like, oh, you want to see an implosion? We'll give you an implosion. You want an implosion? We'll give you an implosion. That's a meltdown. That's not even an implosion. That's a straight up meltdown. You couldn't even keep the game tied. And then what does Vogt do? Bring in Tim Herron. I went from being extremely happy to pissed off in really no time at all. Well, Guardians lose. They're now 52-54 on the year. Second in the Central still somehow. And they're not, 9 games behind the Tigers? Yep. 8 runs, 10 hits for the Rockies. Guardians, 6 runs, 11 hits, 2 errors. Henley with the win. He's 1-3, 5.66 ERA. Cade Smith takes the loss. He's 2-4 with a 3.20 ERA. Halverson gets his 11th save, 4.99 ERA. The Rockies are now 28-78 on the year. Lovely. Now, as far as tomorrow, let's see what we got on deck for tomorrow. Wow. I don't know what the hell happened, but this team just lost all momentum that they had built in those series coming out of the break. It'll be Gordon against Logan Allen tomorrow. Yay. Gordon 2-2, 3.13 ERA, 13 Ks. Logan Allen 6-9, 4.16 ERA, 78 Ks. I'll be live. You know it. We'll see what happens. But yeah, have a good rest of your night. I'll see you guys tomorrow for game 2 of the series. This team is going to sell so hard. They really are. Maybe this team could buy, make things interesting. You get me a good outfielder, some good stuff. But between Class A being an idiot, and then this game, they ain't. No, they ain't going to buy. They are not buying at all. So, with that being said, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a good night. I'm Crazy Dog. Let's go, Guards. And I'm out. Bye-bye. Weak ass team.